Okay, in lesson 3 I want to show you how the pentatonic scale patterns, especially the main pattern and the second pattern that I just showed you, are often used as the rhythm guitar part or in the rhythm guitar part of a song. And I'm talking about a riff-based song. So certainly you know songs like, that would be something we might consider to be a riff-based song as opposed to a chord-based song. Okay? And there's plenty of them out there. You're going to need to know how to play riff-based songs. You won't be able to just get through life just playing chords. All right? And besides, riffs are pretty cool. I want to show you that the main pentatonic pattern is a key location for so many riffs. Okay? I could just name tons and tons of riffs that come out of this. Black Dog by Led Zeppelin, Wipeout by the Surfaris, One Way Out by the Allman Brothers. There's just so many songs that are played in this pattern. And I want to get you going with it a little bit and help you to understand that you should be on the lookout for these patterns and that this is where they'll be located in most instances. All right? So let's start with this. In the first place, I want you to understand that usually when we're talking about a riff-based pattern in the pentatonic shape, we're only talking about the first 3 strings, the 3 low strings, and the notes on those strings. Okay? So obviously you need to be fluent with those notes. Okay? Alright? One other thing to know, okay, that would be a pentatonic scale. The blues scale, which you may have heard of, adds this note here in between. Okay? Sometimes they'll even add one over here, although that's not technically the blues scale, but we won't go into that music theory stuff. Okay, so there's a lot of patterns that use those notes you need to know about. Here's a couple of examples, all right? Basic blues. Okay, this is a pattern that's used in a lot of blues songs. One that comes to mind is Tore Down by Eric Clapton. All right. Now, I want to show you the kind of a cool thing is that a lot of times when you have a riff-based song like this, and a lot of times they happen to be basically 1-4-5 chord progressions, all you need to do to play the riff is to move over a string and play the same exact thing. And then come back. For your 5 chord, move over a string and up 2 frets. The 4 chord is back here, and back to the 1 chord. Okay? I'll put together another pattern like that, and I'll play it for you as a 1-4-5. A similar but different pattern. So you see how people are using that main pentatonic pattern and using it as the riff of a song. Okay, sometimes it's the bass player, but a lot of times it's the guitar player and or the guitar player doubling the bass. All right, so just be aware of the fact that right there in your main pentatonic pattern, that's where you're going to find a lot of stuff. All right. However, there's times when we want to look at what we would consider a major riff. Okay, and for that, a lot of times we're going to just want to move up into the next pentatonic pattern, into the second pentatonic pattern, and those first few strings, the first few notes, okay, you want to get fluent with those. You've heard this one. Okay, there are some variations in here. Here's a common pattern. The same way I could move over a string and play the 4 chord with the main pentatonic pattern, I can do it here too. When I need my 5 chord, I just move that up 2 frets. And back to our starting point, our root note. Here's another one. Now, hopefully you understand a little bit about riff-based patterns, and believe me, you will find most of them in those 2 pentatonic scale patterns, all right? Dig in there, work with those patterns a bunch, and you'll find more and more. Your fingers will become more fluent, and you'll find more and more riffs in there as you look for them, all right? Enjoy that.